on, let me get one more race in.
I think we're live.
We're live.
Oh, we're live.
All
we
right,
are live.
we are live.
Okay.
We're just
Gotta love
hanging
those.
out.
Gotta love those. I
I
mean,
always feel like it's a prank every time.
How many times have we been doing this? And still, it is a complete shock to the system every time we go live.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe I'll believe him on the 5th time
Yeah.
they say we're live.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Look who's late to the party. Thanks, Shenanigans Garage.
Yeah.
Um,
it's our own party. We can't be late to our
we
own
quite
party.
were but we came from a party. That's what we were late for. We had the company potluck going on. So we're like in the middle of eating lunch.
And boy, was it good.
And it was fantastic. And I go to Dalton, I'm like, we're live in 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I
and
was
we're
like, no, we're
"Ooh,
not."
We are not. We're not ready for that.
Did anybody touch what you brought?
My Costco muffins? I hope they
You
did.
spent a lot of time making those.
I did.
And I
I
mean,
went
checking
to Costco
them out at the
this
register.
morning, man. Listen, I love Costco
You didn't
muffins.
even go last night. You went like during the
I
work
wanted
day
them to
today.
be fresh.
That's fair. Hold on
Why
a
are you
sec.
a hater, Dalton?
I'm not a hater.
You're Dalton.
I spent all.
They would have been moldy by this morning.
I spent yesterday night, making food for us.
Yeah, and you brought it cold today.
And it
Yeah.
got heated
Hold
up.
on.
It
Which
was
is
fine.
Worse? Which is worse?
This is
I bring in
no shot.
fresh, delicious Costco muffins, or Dalton makes his green beans. Last night he brings them in, and like while everyone's laying
am I
food
supposed
out
to
on
do?
the table,
Bring
he's
an
like,
oven
these are
too?
frigid cold.
Yes,
they
I'll
had
just
the
bring
heat-
my grill with
they
me
had the heat
just to heat
warmer.
them
You
up.
bring a crock pot.
Everything worked out. They got heated up. It took about 5 seconds.
Because somebody else had to take
I'm
time out of
pissed. I am pissed.
Unbelievable.
Somebody had to take time out of their
You
morning.
guys, you brought a fruit tray and
Yes.
you brought muffins, and I spent an hour and a half cooking last night. You
Yeah,
guys
but
can both
you
kiss
could've-
my ass.
you
I
could've-
don't care.
You could have brought the green beans out sooner and got them warm or something. Instead, as we're getting food,
No one complained. I had multiple people come up to me and say, "Wow, those are really
as
good."
we were plating
Really?
our food.
Not one
Really?
person said shit about
There
your
is a
fruit or your
woman-
muffins.
I'm pretty sure they moved my.
You know
muffin-
what? This is where
they-
I draw the line. This feels like Thanksgiving now. Actually, it really does.
So there was somebody microwaving your green beans while you were getting a plate full of your food. You didn't even warm them up.
Travis, until you bring a meal that takes more than unpeeling the lid from it, then we can talk.
Yeah, Travis.
You
Freaking
too. No,
fruit
you
tray.
shut up too. Oh my
All right,
god.
all right, how about
Dalton,
this?
Let me have this. I want to gang up on Travis.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's
Yeah.
take a vote. Whose is worse, Curlin? Yours or his?
Wait.
no.
Wait. My scenario of
Muffins?
So like my situation is, which is worse? Dalton brings in like freezing, almost frozen cold green beans, or I bring in fresh, delicious Costco
And he
muffins.
brought it in a dish. And he brought it in a dish that cannot be microwaved.
You know what? Neither could your fruit.
Hey, let's do this again next year, Travis.
Yeah,
Like,
this is a ton of
perfect.
fun.
Hey,
I'm
James.
sure everyone appreciated your homemade meals you
I
brought.
tell you what,
James,
though.
James is asking why are we all acting like children? And by the way, he
Welcome to Dirty Mo Live.
I appreciate.
watches us every week.
appreciate James because he actually teed up our names before we did.
Yeah, introduced us.
Andrew Gerland, Dalton Greco, Travis Rockhold here. I feel like that's always.
Well,
I'm
you know,
already
you-
ready to go
while
home.
we're
Yeah.
on the food that was upstairs, somebody had biscuits and chicken in like a gravy or something.
That was good.
Absolutely amazing. It was delicious.
So let's get into. I guess let's get into it, and let's open this up to the chat. We're here. Listen, guys, it's Thanksgiving week. It's Dirty Mo Live. We're here to have some fun and tee up Thanksgiving conversations. Hopefully, you guys are gearing up for a good Thanksgiving yourself. But at least upstairs, we had a wide variety of options. What is it?
Nothing. Oh, we could talk about it later.
Okay. 00, bringing in frozen green
They
beans.
weren't frozen. They weren't.
I'm pretty sure they were.
It was a
uncooked.
recipe.
Someone got sick from that, probably.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I think I saw what you just saw.
Where's Junior? He's right behind the camera right now. He's waving at me. No, I'm kidding. He's not. He's vacationing with his family. So.
But let's get into it. You had the we had a wide variety of food to choose from.
A lot of different
what's the
kinds of
first,
food.
What's the go-to thing you get, and then what's the thing that like you kind of avoid on a Thanksgiving layout like we had just upstairs?
Upstairs we had a ton of different stuff that, and I like the idea of it. It's a potluck, right? So there wasn't a ton of necessarily traditional Thanksgiving food. Someone brought meatballs. Meatballs
Yeah.
were
Somebody
really
had
good.
bacon wrapped chicken.
Bacon wrapped chicken. I saw sausage and peppers.
Yep,
Love
delicious.
sausage and peppers.
We had some pulled chicken.
There was a hash brown casserole.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
a pineapple casserole, cornbread muffins. Yeah, there was
That
some
was
really
good.
good stuff.
Some strawberries and pineapple and
Yeah.
grapes.
Yeah, which was so tasty. I had so much of your fruit. Literally, was my favorite part. Anyways, there was a bunch of good
Nothing
stuff upstairs.
screams Thanksgiving like fruit.
Here's what I'll
man.
say. All right, we know what the staple of Thanksgiving is, right? There's typically some
Turkey.
sort of meat. You got turkey and ham, or one or the other.
Yeah.
Turducken.
Turducken is another one that's a little bit more extravagant. But then you have your sides, right? Typical sides are mashed
Yeah.
potatoes, green bean casserole, stuffing or dressing, as other people like to call it, cranberry sauce, whatever. But I want to know if we want to go through what we think the most overrated food from Thanksgiving is.
Green bean casserole with cream and mushroom. It's absolute garbage.
Austin,
So,
Austin
so
said
I'm starting to
ham
think it's
over
just a
turkey
green
all
bean
day.
thing.
No, love
if I
green
if I
beans.
would have brought in cold mashed potatoes,
No, no.
wouldn't have been a
I
problem.
had green beans last week at work.
green beans.
No, had you brought yours in properly heated, I would
He's
have
taken this person.
annihilated you because yours was good. It's the I don't like the mushroom part. That's what
It's
green
all
bean
about
casserole is.
presentation.
So is that overrated or you just don't like it?
I also think it's overrated. I think your green bean recipe is better than the green bean
My
casserole.
little heart is.
What
just
was
like,
what was the main source of protein we had upstairs?
Ham.
Ham. Okay. So Austin in the chat said ham over turkey all day. I think I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Oh, we're gonna fight.
I'll
Yeah.
team up with
You're
you.
team turkey.
Man, I'm team turkey.
Dalton,
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah.
Attack
Like
here.
I grabbed the ham just because like that seemed to be what everyone was grabbing, but I'm
Here's
like
the
I
deal.
could go without it.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox real quick. And I've waited all year to do this. I finally have a platform where I can really just tee off
Get him, Dalton.
on how terrible turkey is as a whole.
Just
Turkey.
like in general, man.
I will say
You like turkey burgers?
there are times turkey burger's fine.
Okay.
Turkey, even deli meat's fine. But 95% of this country does one thing wrong, and it's cook turkey.
What?
Oh, it's awful.
What?
It is terrible.
What?
They put it in I drank a beer. But they put it in the oven for like 19 hours.
Yeah.
The sumbitch is dry by the
What?
time it comes out. You got to dunk that thing in turkey or turkey gravy
Mm-hmm.
and more turkey to try and make it better. The only turkey I've ever had that I really liked is we've deep fried a couple of them and they were okay. But sometimes they go a little bit too long. But my favorite is smoked turkey. But when it's done in the oven,
Yes.
it's just
The problem is people don't know how to season it and when to pull it out.
I feel like it's a difficult thing to cook. I'm not bashing on people cooking turkey.
Well-
I'm just saying it's difficult and it's not good half the time you have
I also
it.
think. Do you remember? You won't remember this at all because you're a child. There used to be
Thank
a
you.
little device you put in the turkey. When it popped, you pulled it out and
Yep.
it's done.
Little pop timer.
That little pop timer is wrong, but so many people operated off of that, and even when they didn't use it, they already knew, okay, it should be in for that amount of time, and they never adjust it properly.
Michael says most turkey is too dry.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, like, I guess I was saying I disagreed with Austin's point that ham better than turkey. I think turkey's better than ham, but I would go like even like a rotisserie chicken or some sort of like
Okay, let me ask you this.
So
that would be my primary.
better than ham.
I think.
Would you
so.
agree
Yeah.
that there's a
No
there's a
way.
wider variance in good to bad to good in turkey than there is in ham?
Wait, say it again.
It's easier to make
It's
a ham.
It's
than
harder.
It is to,
It's harder to do turkey.
Yes.
but it's easier to mess up turkey.
yes.
The variance in a ham is this. Turkey's that.
Yeah.
If we really want to go on,
I do.
This may be this could be a hot take. I'd be curious to know what the YouTube chat has to say about this. Like this was a conversation in my family this year because we have the typical group that we have. Some of them are out of town. Like it's an off year for us. So it's kind of just like the family of 5, it's just the core family. And we're like, we're cool if we don't do any of the traditional food. Just grab like sushi or Italian food or something like that. Carry out.
I don't
Do something like that. And I'm perfectly fine
No,
with that.
you can't go.
Like
I
Thanksgiving,
feel like
Thanksgiving
that's-
it's just like nice restaurant quality food. Doesn't matter what it is. Like no turkey. Like let's just get a bunch of sushi and just like because we love sushi. Like we were cool with that.
You know what? And that if that works for you, that works for you. For me, I'm not
It's
going to
gotta
do
be
that.
Thanksgiving
It's got to
food,
be
though.
Thanksgiving. I would rather have the crappy dry turkey than sushi.
Really?
Yeah. It's just part. It's part of the day.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
It's you've got your turkey.
Also, do you
got
believe
your football on
that the turkey's got like tryptophan whatever in it and it makes you sleepy? Do you think that's actually a thing, or is that just some?
well, it's
Oh,
either,
tryptophan.
it's either
tryptophan
that
or
or I
whatever?
it's either that or I just have to.
It's
I want
from-
something to blame my nap on.
Again, I'm sorry. I bring up Seinfeld.
Is that
so
a
many
Seinfeld
times, but
thing?
They,
Of course it is.
Jerry wants to play with like his girlfriend's like vintage toy collection, and he tries to get her to eat a bunch of turkey because it'll make her sleepy. And she's like, "Hey, what's that thing in turkey?" And then he's like, "Tryptophan." Like he knew right away.
If you are going to deep fry your turkey, be safe.
Yes, dear God, please
Yeah.
have a supervising adult that it doesn't have a beer in his hand while you're doing it.
So don't
and
have me or a child like
Or me
Andrew
right now.
supervise. Like you get somebody that's
a responsible adult.
Yes.
A grandma is typically a good one.
no.
to
Don't
have.
put grandma by the because if
I'm
something
not saying
does.
by the fire, but she's the one that kind of like whips everyone and like, that's too much. At least my grandma does. She
All
keeps
right.
everything in line.
Get Dalton's grandma. She's for hire.
But so what I want to do is go through a snake draft. All right, we've talked about some overrated stuff. A snake draft of the best things about Thanksgiving.
So not just food.
5
Just
things,
anything,
not
man.
foods, just anything. You wake up to the day to when you go to sleep. What are the best things about Thanksgiving? And we will let the chat decide who gets to pick first. So chat,
Get the sushi guy out of here.
Comment-
Rusty said that.
comment the name.
Rusty's
The
not a
the
fan.
first person to comment our 3 names in the order is
the
that's
first
what it is.
person to comment our 3 names in order,
Double O. I'm counting on you. Pick my name first. Okay? Andrew.
or just comment someone's name and whoever it is. Once we get to 5 names,
Nope, just the first.
Man, although it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty sure how many picks per
5.
person do we get? 5? That's a big team. I don't even know if I'm ready.
Nobody's ready.
all right, the chat's letting us down. They don't even know our names.
Travis. Oh, it looks like Dirty Mo Media, the first to comment.
I
And
win.
it's Travis's name that's first. I'll let you go first.
Oh!
Oh.
All
Hey,
right.
Andrew!
Oh my
All right. So,
Double O, my
right,
man.
we'll
all right. So Dalton, Andrew, then me.
All
That's
right.
the order.
All right.
Thanks, Double O.
I'm gonna get screwed in this deal.
And thank you, Kaylee.
With
as
the
well.
first overall, yeah. Thanks, babe.
Wait.
Thanks for not picking me. Love you so much.
Okay.
That's
Is
my
that-
girlfriend.
That's your
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw she asked earlier if I was gonna do a 5K too.
Yeah. You probably will.
The answer,
Okay, people who do turkey trots should be put in prison.
No.
It is the dumbest thing about Thanksgiving. You can
Why?
for sure. I'm not
dude,
taking that.
I'm putting that on my team.
You can take that last because you
Are you really?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's get to it. So with the number 1 pick in the Thanksgiving draft, the Dalton Greco, whatever's pick football
I knew it.
as the number 1 pick. Football all day. 3 games on a Thursday. It's the day off. You get to watch the Lions pretty much lose every year, except maybe not this year, because they're pretty damn good. Those guys are rolling over teams. They beat the Bears, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure the 3 of us could maybe beat the Bears right now. But, yeah, football is great, man. I love just sitting down, having dessert or whatever after, a full day of hanging out with family and watching my teams, man. And this year on Black Friday, the Dolphins play. So that's the first game on Black Friday ever. So I'm hoping that we win that.
I knew when you got first pick.
Dude, I can't not take football.
I knew that's why I was
Yeah.
hoping that he would get it. Maybe.
It would have gone to the 3rd pick. I'll be honest. Again, this could be some hot takes here, but like my family, like we never did football for Thanksgiving.
Did you ever watch football as a kid?
Like football was just not on.
So you just aren't a
at
football
home.
guy.
Yeah. So
That's fine.
Like that only started happening when we had Thanksgiving in Arizona. When I was at school and all my roommates and their families and my family would get together for that time, and then we would put it on together. Shoot, man. I'm a big fan of this. Like the best part about the Thanksgiving meal, at least, is like the desserts. So, like, can I pick desserts as one category,
No.
or I got to pick like a specific?
And also, it's not about the meal. It's just about the day.
Okay, like. Okay, so it doesn't have to be. Can it be food? Or
Yeah.
no, not
I mean,
really.
you could say,
I
like,
can't
the
even think of
food, but-
5 things I consistently do on Thanksgiving. So.
Well, that's because you eat sushi and
That's right.
crap on.
Anyway,
Anyway,
give me a.
we got some football fans in the chat. Lions, Cowboys.
I'll pick a dessert. I love me a good like cookie cake.
I thought you were gonna say pie.
Cookie cake for Thanksgiving.
Also, did you see how he cut his cookie cake at lunch today?
I did.
He should never be allowed to cut cake or anything.
I'm glad he's not a surgeon.
So,
Boy, am I glad.
I don't know if this is I don't know if this is apparent or not. I don't really do the traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no crap.
In any I mean honestly, like I'm this Thanksgiving I'm just most looking forward to like going home, seeing friends and family. Like, can that be a thing?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely it
Okay,
can be.
So like hanging out with
because
friends
wait
and
till this
family.
pick. My pick.
All right, I change it. Hanging out with
No.
friends and family.
No, you've already taken your pick.
Fine.
You chose cookie cake with your number one pick.
And with mine, I'm gonna do the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, going out with your friends
I
at
didn't
the
know
bar.
that counted.
Drinksgiving.
Yes.
You're taking
Oh
Drinksgiving.
hell, I didn't know that counted.
Well,
Blackout Wednesday is what it's called, isn't it?
Drinksgiving.
Ah.
Drinksgiving, Friendsgiving.
Or like
this is
Thanksgiving Eve, I've heard it called. I'm going to keep track of our stuff here.
Everyone's
so.
making up the damn rules.
There's no.
Dude, you picked you.
You said about Thanksgiving the day from the second you wake up to the second you go to bed.
That is true.
I didn't know that
I
included
did say
the day
that.
before.
I did. He's got a point.
Well, I took it.
No.
Give me Cyber Monday then.
I can't. I can't. Oh man. All right. You can trade your pick and give me two, and I'll take another.
Wait, oh, it's snake draft. So I
Oh no, I go
actually get-
again.
He goes again.
Oh shoot, he's gonna pick Cyber Monday.
Hold on, I'm writing all this stuff down. He's gonna pick Cyber Monday.
Give me that Thanksgiving nap.
The nap. The Thanksgiving nap. You know, that I don't take naps. I'm not a nap guy. But I'll take a hell of a nap on Thanksgiving.
Especially if you get in, like if
It's that
you get
tryptophan.
you're in a if you can get in a recliner
It's that
too.
damn
Like if you're over at your aunt and uncle's and you got to get one of the good seats.
Yep. Yeah. You got to get a recliner or like a really comfy couch.
Yeah.
I'll even go as far as like go into one of the rooms,
All the
fall
side-
asleep, come back out. Yeah, for sure. All right. You're up next, Austin. Please, for the love of God, pick something.
I'm gonna put together the team of misfits here. Give me Cyber Monday.
You're taking Cyber Monday.
Come on.
Skipping over Black Friday.
Sometimes those are the better deals. I'm just saying.
He's not wrong, and I appreciate the creativity.
If anyone picks this, I think I'm going to try and make a graphic for us for social media. If anyone picks your team,
God.
oh my gosh.
I don't even know if I'll pick my own team.
All right. So I said football with my first. My second overall pick.
I got a good team.
I like your team so far. I'm not even
Football's a powerhouse.
lying
though.
about that. I'm gonna say
pressure.
I gotta say like
If you don't get it now, it might not be around.
He has 2 picks though.
I got 4 more.
No, but 2 in a row.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna go with.
At least you know Andrew's not going to steal any of your
Why
picks.
is because Colby's writing the why is Colby like supporting oh man Travis picks the Thanksgiving nap as the second pick and then she's like Andrew picks Cyber Monday
Because it's a
I feel like I'm
stupid
getting
pick.
some-
She's producing
It's
on YouTube.
dumb.
Why are you bashing her? She's doing a great job.
I feel like there's some bias
also,
against me
shout
so
out
far
to
here.
Colby. I think had one of the top 5 items brought today to the potluck.
Yeah, she did.
That's
little
pretty
whole homemade charcuterie
Yeah,
cups.
no one can shit on Colby for what she brought.
I
That's
think
No,
there
you're
was
right.
even.
Colby, I'm
I think there
sorry.
was NASCAR flags in it too, like
it was pretty cool.
P1.
I'm gonna go with, and let's all just take a moment and let's have a warm hug around the
Cold
fire.
green beans.
Nope, I'm going with a day to be grateful.
Oh,
That's
Gratitude.
stupid.
Boo-hoo.
Gratitude is
Why
my number
couldn't I
2.
pick that
You
one?
could-
You can. No one stopped you from picking it.
You could have had gratitude with the last pick.
I
I didn't know we were
taking that.
picking
know.
like
And then my number 3.
I literally told you upstairs. I go, hey, Curlin, did you hear that? It's not just food. It's like anything about Thanksgiving.
He did tell you that. My number 3 is gonna be, or my third pick is gonna be pecan pie.
I wasn't picking that at all.
okay.
I love pecan pie.
Okay, with the so I have cookie cake, Cyber Monday. I would love to get the other day. So give me Black Friday.
Dude, you are just so.
Have you ever gone out and stood in line on Black Friday?
Oh yeah. Dude,
I haven't.
and-
I have
and-
not, but I can't wait.
Well,
till
that's the
this
thing.
year.
People his age
see,
don't know.
It's
You
more
don't know
so.
what-
I just want to take it away from you guys from being able to pick.
So I did.
Yeah.
I did that
Dude,
once.
we used to do the whole like go overnight thing.
We brought cards and games
Yeah.
and stuff. Like
We'll wait till midnight.
I got a cold the next day from
Oh,
it.
of course. Yeah.
Have you been in the? Have you been to like those WalMarts? Have you started to fight?
Look, gratitude is good. No thoughts of war or bad news. Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
It's a day to be thankful. Taco Bell at midnight is a sleeper pick.
What? That's a thing.
I mean, you can. I just love Taco Bell.
That's awesome.
cheese gordita crunch, man?
Mm.
I know we
Everyone hates Charles. I'm sorry. No one's a fan of my picks here.
All right, so I'm sitting on Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving nap,
Yep.
and the only way that will make
I feel like you got to get some food on.
well, so that's the thing is you're gonna be hungover and you got the nap, but the only thing that's gonna help get you to the nap is turkey. Do I need to specify which way I'm gonna have it cooked?
I mean, if you want, I think if you would like so, but I think turkey's pretty much.
And
Just
I can
turkey.
take it and it's off the board and nobody can have it then.
Yeah, just turkey.
All right, well then give me turkey.
And then you get one more.
There
I
he
get
goes.
2 more. I know.
Oh.
So you're taking turkey. Okay.
Yeah. Man. You know what? The best thing is you get that nap. You got your meal in, you get your nap, you're refreshed. You pour yourself a drink. You know what you do? If it's nice out, you can play some pickup football in the backyard.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You stole that from Double O in the chat.
Did I?
Oh yeah, Double O.
Let's
Pick-
go,
pick up
Double O.
football.
I mean, that's the best.
Pickup football is a good one.
I got one.
Except for
I'm
when
ready.
you got the older cousin that just drops you.
I can't. I have no idea where this is gonna go. I really.
I
Don't.
will say overall
My list is going great.
outside
and
the
it's gonna
cookie
get
cake,
better here.
if he would have thought about Friendsgiving, his list would have been pretty good actually.
Yeah.
No, he's got two
Oh,
da-
man,
you
if
could have
only I knew
taken-
about
You
Friendsgiving.
could have just done
You
holiday
picked
sales.
gratitude.
No, I've got kudos for that. No one said a damn thing
okay.
about his
I have cookie
shopping
cake.
habits.
I have cookie cake, Cyber Monday, Black Friday. Give me small talk conversations at number 4.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, man, we are off the rails today.
I love me some good small talk
Small
conversations.
talk.
Man.
You couldn't pay me to have small talk with someone. Oh my gosh.
Who wants my Thanksgiving?
No
Who
one.
wants it?
Nobody.
Oh my gosh. All right. With my number 4, I am taking, since we're doing the whole week, the sandwich the next day.
Oh,
The leftover
dang it.
sandwich
Oh.
on Friday. The leftover
The
sandwich.
leftover meal is
I
so
wasn't gonna pick that one,
good.
Travis.
Specifically the sandwich. You just
Yes.
pile everything on there, stuff it. You do a layer. It's like a layer. It's like one of those like
A little gravy.
what's the comic
like a Hawaiian roll
with the guy who makes the big sandwiches? I forget. But it's you do like a Hawaiian roll, you put gravy, stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and then turkey makes its appearance.
Yeah.
Turkey, ham, a little bit of cranberry sauce on top. Oh my gosh, dude, that's the best. That's the best. Someone said the drunk uncle.
Nice.
Drunk uncles are fun.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Travis.
Oh,
You could actually
man.
hire him to come to your Thanksgiving and be the drunk uncle.
Yeah, just
Yeah, just pay for his beer.
Supply the beer or liquor, preferably.
Bart wants me to pick Christmas decorations next.
You would. Like the best thing about Thanksgiving is it's almost Christmas.
I got it. That's actually like
you
a
have one more pick, right?
Do I?
Yep. It's your last one. Oh wait, yeah.
I do. All right. I am going to do. I don't know how to word it, but I would say like, at my home, right, the matriarch of my families typically do a lot of the cooking, right? Sometimes the guys will go help with the turkey and whatever, but most of the guys just kind of stand around and drink beer outside. And
Oh.
so that's my favorite thing.
look at the fence.
Is the looking at the fence. Yes, you got it. So absolutely, looking at the fence, which is a slang term for taking shots and drinking beer outside.
Nice. Let's see. With the last pick of my all-star team, I think.
All-star team.
I mean, you knew
Your
it was-
team wouldn't beat. I mean, like
Man, you knew it was coming.
a middle school team.
You knew it was coming. I decided to save it for last just because I didn't want any of you guys to pick my other previous 4. Okay. So give me the Thanksgiving 10K on
The Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving morning.
It's so the
How about start with a
turkey
5K,
trot,
Hoss?
turkey trot.
Why are you doing a 10K?
a turkey trot is so stupid.
Okay, that's so like I was kind of joking about the previous 4. I do like cookie cake.
No crap. You were joking about the
but
previous
dude,
one.
I love me a good turkey trot.
I tell
My
you
dad's
what.
calling me right now.
When we get answer.
Answer it.
Nah, I brought him on live the other time.
Okay.
He seemed to be a little thrown off.
Well,
from that.
Mr. Curlin, thanks for calling in. We would love to
I
have
can
you on
ask
at
him
some
what's the
point.
best thing about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just text him. All right, man. I'm writing 5K for yours. You're not gonna do a 10.
I put turkey trot.
I genuinely like. I'm
You put
not
turkey
doing
trot?
it this year because I didn't really feel like training for one. Although I could just start at 5K, but like I'm not doing it because I'm participating more in depth in the Wednesday night Drinksgiving, which I didn't really get to do much.
No, you
'cause
can't.
I
It's
had-
on my team.
You can only. Oh, I can't do it. My all-star team is TCU. Nice.
Yeah, that's funny.
I get it. Double. Well done.
Yeah.
Charles agrees. Oh man, Charles likes my.
I'm
He
gonna
likes my pick.
I'm gonna try to thread this one through a loophole. I'll let the chat can decide if it's allowed or not, and then I'll rethink it. Rivalry week, Saturday football.
That's a good. I'll allow it.
Oh.
Because that only happens on.
It's only I'm only talking the Saturday games, not the NFL.
Yep. No, I mean that's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Okay, rivalry games. All right,
Basically, Ohio State versus the team up north. That's all I care
Andrew. Here's what I'll say about your list.
it's awesome,
sucks.
dude.
If you wanted,
I could not be more happy.
in the
with
spirit
mine.
of giving on Thanksgiving, if you wanted, you could trade out something that's not on our list. If you can think of anything else off the top of your head that you want to trade out for, I don't know, one of your 2 shopping discount days,
Actually, I would keep those 2. I would give it to the cookie cake and put in like pumpkin pie at least.
or small talk conversation. Let's not forget he said that
Yeah.
one. My favorite part is going to the dentist the same week. Like that's what I imagine.
I can't. Okay.
Maybe an apple crisp.
So I'm traveling. I'm
dollop
traveling
of,
back
ice
home.
cream?
I'm traveling back home tonight. I'll trade out. I'll trade out Black Friday for dealing with Thanksgiving holiday traffic.
All right, never mind. He doesn't get any more.
Oh, waiting in line for airport security.
Yeah,
That's a
great.
good one.
Yeah.
That's-
Getting stopped and searched by the TSA agents.
Yeah.
Some other things I would say, honorable mentions. I actually am a big Macy's Day Parade guy.
Really?
Yeah, I like watching it in the morning.
It's good. It's background.
I change between that and the Westminster
I
Dog
was just
Show.
gonna say,
The dog show's fun.
why can't we just get like some?
You know
just,
what,
like-
Dalton? I'll give you that. Dog shows are electric.
do
These
you want the
days.
dog show on your team?
Oh,
the dog
Can I? I'll take the dog show.
Replace
Yeah,
it
give
for
me the
small
dog
talk.
show. I'll take out small talk.
All right.
Just because we can do that anyway.
Because I actually do have to put this on social media, and no one's gonna pick your thing. So
Chris says very thankful for all you guys. Andrew's list is not so great. Shoot.
yeah.
Well, I just got the dog show, so
cheers to
that
you,
helps.
Chris.
That helps. Do you guys love dogs? You either like dogs or you don't, right? So if you like dogs, you have to pick mine.
I just like watching and going. There's no way my dog would ever do anything.
See, that's
Yeah.
where I want like a division of like people that.
normal dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like up next we have Dalton.
Yeah. Here's
And his-
Sparky.
and-
He's
yeah.
only pooped in the house twice this
Yeah,
year.
like-
yeah, exactly.
Get some normal just to see what that would be like. But yeah, it's a good background that one. And then once the football's on, it's
Once football's on, it's on. But the other thing I will say is once you get towards the end of the night, typically that's when I start going, all right, when's the first Christmas movie being played? You know what I mean?
they're already on though.
I
That's the
know,
thing.
I know.
Elf
but
was
like,
on already.
but
Watch
like,
a little.
When's the first one that I watch? You know what I mean? Elf is up there. We'll talk about that in one of our Christmas episodes for sure. But there is that kind of like 7 o'clock at night, 8
Christmas.
o'clock.
Well,
Once the football's kind of dying down, you're like, do we throw on Elf? Do we
hey,
throw on
I'm
a big
thinking of
Christmas
more
movie?
things.
Okay, let's go.
I love when you put like throwing a fire on when it's cold outside, especially like being in Chicago. Like it is cold during Thanksgiving
Yeah.
time. So like flannel weather, you know,
That's
fire
that's
weather.
That could be a good
Can
one on
that
your
be
list.
something?
The flannel, wearing a flannel.
flannel weather, man.
That's not.
The weather
That's
is the
not
weather part of
Thanksgiving.
your favorite
Nah,
part.
I don't know if I could give Chicago weather.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's more on the joke list that I wasn't forming because I believe in my picks. I don't think I can give Chicago weather credit there. Yeah.
No.
Dalton has a big. What is that? Dalton has the best list. It
No, he
seems
doesn't.
like
I don't think he does.
Double O.
I think I do.
Double O thinks you do.
Bobby Bolton. What a name.
Dang.
That's a race car
no
driver
banana
name.
banana pudding.
No, because think about like
That's
Banana
a great
pudding
name.
is a good
Bobby
one.
Bolton.
Bobby Bolton.
Let's go down. Bobby Bolton
Yeah.
currently going for the lead
Yeah.
on the inside. That's awesome.
you're basically comparing gratitude and pecan pie versus a nap and pickup football. Like ours is very like similar, and I think the nap is better than gratitude.
I think you're wrong, man. That's the whole reason why we're there for that day.
Oh no.
When can you start listening to Christmas
Now.
music?
We've been listening for a couple weeks.
Now,
Really?
yeah. Once you get to November, it's game on.
I think once you get to December, that's when
Oh,
you
once
get-
you're in December,
too
you got
late.
no. Once in December,
too late.
You got the playlist. That's when you like you.
My favorite meme of the year is the Mariah Carey thing, where like as soon as Halloween's over, you see her YouTube chart just kind of like do this, and you know that it's about to spike again. It's a lot of fun. Man, that was I enjoy doing drafts like that. I want to do more of those. I think they're fun. Are there any honorable mentions other than what we said?
Yeah.
My list.
I like
Your list
I
sucks.
think my list.
a
just
good.
gets an honorable
Like
mention.
I like an apple crisp with a dollop of vanilla ice cream.
That's good.
Shit.
I'm a big green bean casserole guy. I love green bean casserole. The sides are the star of the show.
I
when
don't
it
like
comes to
the
dinner.
I can agree with
Yes.
that.
The sides
100%.
are 100% the star of the show.
Dude, like cornbread.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go for like thirds on cornbread.
I'm tempted to put sides on your list instead of
I'm okay
Cyber
with that.
frickin' Friday or
Cyber
whatever.
Monday.
onions.
man.
The onion
Get it
straws
right.
are such an underrated
I'm
thing
sorry.
to casseroles.
You have onion straws on your? Oh, like the little like Crispies, the green.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were just saying like a bowl of onion straws.
No,
I mean it's like chips. Anyway,
those are delicious.
I love a pumpkin pie, but I'm more of a pecan pie,
And-
pecan pie, whatever you want.
Shark Brewing and Adventures asks, how many Hallmark movies are you gonna watch?
All of them.
Zero.
None.
All of them. The crappier the better. You know, but what do I know?
We shouldn't get into our. I mean, yeah, Christmas and
We'll talk about Christmas
Those types of holidays.
another
that's-
time.
That's for later.
Yes.
Yeah. I will be well more equipped. Like our family does that bigger than we do Thanksgiving.
say-
And that's fair. Everybody has their holidays, but you know.
I was gonna say though, if you like you said like my family really doesn't do Christmas either. I'm like,
Yeah, then I would worry. I would be like, where are you from? I mean, this is
so what are you guys gonna have on Thanksgiving?
Well, we're going this year. We're going to my uncle's house, and it'll be my family, my uncle, my aunt, cousins, and grandparents. So not the whole on my dad's side of the
I don't-
family, not the whole
Hey, Andrew.
family.
I mean,
But-
I don't care who you're with. What are you guys eating?
Oh, what are we eating? I don't know. Probably traditional. Probably the traditional food, man. Yeah.
No sushi?
No, probably. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'll bring it.
Do you have a go-to sushi meal on Thanksgiving at least?
Go to sushi.
That's
meal?
what. That's what at least
like
you should do.
like a turkey roll?
Like you're always gonna have this like item on Thanksgiving if it's sushi.
Well, so like we don't do sushi every year, but we were saying like we would be if it was just us, we would be fine.
Oh, here's a fun question.
Not doing traditional. So sushi isn't like a traditional thing we do every year, but this year it was in conversation. We're like, well, if we're not gonna have a normal Thanksgiving, like, do we even need the normal Thanksgiving food? And I'm like, I don't need it.
Dude,
Order sushi.
Have you guys ever heard of Chinese food for New Year's Eve?
That's a lot of non-Christians do that, or if it's for Christmas Eve.
I was at a friend's last year and that they had.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Chinese food.
It's like
person, so I
it's like the
eat some.
biggest day of the year for Chinese restaurants.
Really
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
interesting.
Well, that's why.
Here's a question I want to answer, and Travis and I can play because I don't know that you'll be partaking that much. But over under, how many beers are you going to drink on Turkey Day? Or drinks?
Okay. I'm not driving at all.
I saw that dog.
It's a little more full than I thought.
Actually, see, the thing is, early on, I try to be,
This shouldn't be that hard,
10. We'll probably go over.
man. To over 10,
Yeah, probably.
I'd take the over on that for you.
It also depends on like when you start and.
I'm probably slightly under, but not by much.
But see, here's the
I'll
other thing:
probably
is
do 8.
I will probably crash a friend's Thanksgiving dinner,
Nice.
and then that's when it will get like.
Chris says at least
Dude,
16.
See, this week is it's all like
It's a marathon,
Blended
not a
together.
sprint.
well, it's also right now if you said you could skip to Saturday, I would. Like Saturday's my day. It's my favorite day of the year. It's also my least favorite day of the year.
That's crazy. This is your favorite day of the year.
Yeah, it's Ohio State versus.
I know,
Like
I know.
can't like.
Yeah. First the cheaters.
Yep.
Those
Bunch of
damn
cheaters.
dirty cheaters. Those guys trying to get an advantage on.
But the-
Bobby
teams.
said, "Don't turn into the drunk uncle."
No, I won't be the drunk uncle. I've got a couple of those.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
That
I'm not an
department's-
uncle.
That
Actually,
department's filled.
yeah, we got it. Let me just-
Yeah.
I'll be the drunk nephew.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with all the food and the leftovers sitting around, you can drink more. Because when you go up and just get a roll, one time you get a little, just something to snack on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing about that's the other thing. Don't make your first plate the big one. Just go up there and get a nice little helping.
You're smart. That's smart. Pace yourself.
And also let the line move. Like you're gonna be at the beginning, everybody's in line. Get a little and keep it moving. Let everybody sit down, eat, then go back up.
That's why I almost try to position myself towards the tail end of the line. Because if I know, oh, hey, there's not that many people behind me, I maybe fill my plate up a little bit more. Because if I lead off, you don't want to take a huge plate and then someone at the end of the line doesn't get something.
Right.
You know?
That's fair. I also don't care if you don't get it. You should have gotten line.
Should have gotten line earlier.
Well, it depends.
I try to let people go last. I try to be the one to go last because I know that I take bigger portions than almost everyone. So and my uncle was this way too, but he's very much more like he's a big dude. He eats a lot more than me. But it was like if you don't get your food before my uncle does and there's none left, that's on you.
What else? Like if you're at family, that's one thing. But today, I was one of the first ones, and I was very you had to judge because people were bringing in items, so they were people aren't cooking for an entire company, so
Right.
it's like I'd get a little of this and skip a couple things and get a little of that and spread it out.
I do
very
want to
nice of you,
segue
dude.
to something. Dale texted you yesterday.
Yeah, he did. We were talking about it just came up casually about like some of the best races this year, some of the not as good ones. And there's a list on Instagram posted by the Money Lap. If you wanted to guess the most watched races in 2023,
So Travis, do you want to
top 10 lists, and you guys play at home, do not cheat though.
guess what the top 10 most viewed races of the
this season was.
were?
Yeah, were.
Do you want to guess with me?
Yeah, we'll try
go-
to see if we can
trade
do
off.
10.
We'll trade off. So you go first. Which
Give me Daytona 1.
Daytona,
Daytona
is number
500
one.
is number one. Okay, I'm gonna go the Daytona cutoff race.
That is number 10.
Okay, well we got the bookends.
Um,
And chat, you guys play along. Whichever.
this is points races, right?
It's a whole
anything.
year.
Oh,
Anything, and maybe that's a clue.
give me
And by the way, this is not Jeff Gluck's. Was this a good race?
Give
This
me
was
All-Star.
in terms of like viewers.
give me All Star.
The All-Star race.
Wilkesboro was.
I guess people maybe not watching it didn't really care.
Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. It's on the list. It was on the bottom half. though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess it was a bigger thing to go to than
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so I'm gonna take C-Wire's thing here, the Chicago Street Race.
Chicago Street Race number 2.
Okay, so we got
So
1,
we
2,
have-
and 10.
So you have Daytona, Chicago, 1 and 2, and then 10 is Daytona number 2.
Okay.
I mean Talladega
Talladega is number 3.
Which one? 1 or 2?
2.
Number 1.
Oh, Talladega
number
1 was number 3.
Talladega number 1 was number 3.
Okay.
Where was 2?
2, I don't know.
2
I only
was
have
not on
the
there.
Oh.
top 10 and bottom 10.
I'm gonna say, even though I don't agree with it, and I'm glad it's off the schedule, Bristol Dirt.
Bristol Dirt was number 7.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 7, and 10.
Yes.
Mm.
So you have Daytona 500, Chicago, Talladega. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Number 7, Bristol Dirt. Number 10, Daytona number 2.
Kansas 1.
Kansas 1 was a good race on the Gluck poll, but it was
That's
not
what I
in the
was.
top
That's
10.
what I was wondering.
Yeah, not in the
That's-
top 10.
So for reference, on the Gluck poll, 93% said it was a good race.
We've got a few here. I'm seeing some correct answers on the YouTube chat.
Give them,
I
give
don't know
if
if you guys
somebody,
want to
if
look.
somebody guess, give those people in the YouTube chat
Give
credit.
us credit.
Yeah.
My next guess was going
I'm
to be the
seeing
600.
a few people saying the Clash, and the Clash was number 6.
That's interesting. I guess people are just so amped up for the year.
Yeah.
What about the 600?
600 was number 9.
Okay.
So you are missing
Fontana,
race 4, which is Fontana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Kyle
So
Busch, right?
you just need 5 and 8. Because you got Bristol Dirt,
5
right?
And 8. I got Bristol Dirt.
5 and 8. And I
Homestead.
no. You might be. I think you could guess one of them. 5 was not the finale.
Was 8 the finale?
8 was not.
Wow,
No
Phoenix.
playoff races.
There wasn't a playoff race?
No playoff races here.
Holy cow.
Nashville.
No.
Coda.
Mm-mm.
All right, just tell us.
No, I'm going to go
Both.
with...
I'll give you a hint. Both of these were in the first half of the year.
Okay.
5 and 8.
Did we say Atlanta?
Both on
We did not say Atlanta.
Atlanta 1.
Atlanta won.
Atlanta 1 is number 8.
Who won that?
It was the remember it was Keselowski blew the lead. I can't remember who won though. I remember Keselowski. Remember Keselowski was racing for the win.
Was it
Who-
Logano?
Who won? Atlanta won. Oh, might have been Logano.
I think it was Logano. Or he might have won at Vegas.
Someone in the chat help us out.
I'm going to say... So we only need one more,
And-
right?
Yeah,
It's number 5?
and you kind of just said it there.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Really?
Vegas 1 is number 5. So most watched races in 2023: Daytona 500, Chicago, Talladega, Auto Club, Las Vegas, Busch Clash, Bristol Dirt, Atlanta 1, Coke 600, Daytona 2.
Man. Some of those on there I was not expecting.
Yeah, there are some interesting ones.
You can tell the show...
Like Bristol Dirt, I think surprised me a
that
lot.
surprised me a lot.
Especially like people don't love the dirt race, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but
heck,
for-
it did pretty good
people
via
who
the
tune in,
ratings,
though.
And it was
man.
on Easter.
But that's the thing is people tuning in. It's different.
And I mean, think about like the out of the box style NASCAR races.
Chicago.
Chicago was there. The Busch Clash at the Coliseum was there. Bristol Dirt being one.
Atlanta
Could you call
won. was
Atlanta
Logano.
one? Yeah, okay, Logano. So I don't know, some interesting things for sure. And I know we've talked about like what we thought were good races and such, but I don't know. Definitely I think Chicago being number 2 is not surprising, but it's also pretty interesting, you know, with it being
They marketed the hell out of it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
was it good and people watching and tuning in are totally two different things.
Right.
I'm just saying, but like this list is interesting because you could see like what was hyped beforehand. And so what's interesting, and if you go to like the least watched races of the year, there are a few playoff races in there like Charlotte, Roval, Martinsville, Las Vegas, Texas, Kansas, Bristol Night, which I think is interesting. But if you think about it, like Roval did not have a whole lot of momentum for road courses, right, going into it. That was the last road course race we had, and the previous 2 at Watkins Glen and Indy were basically like you ran green the entire time.
Yep.
Martinsville 2, could you blame the short track package? Maybe. I think that's still surprising given
That-
it's a round of 8.
That and football.
Yeah.
It was a football weekend.
Yeah, again, and like the playoffs, how much does football come into play? And
think
even,
a lot.
even Chase Elliott not being
I don't.
in the playoffs, maybe that doesn't weigh in as much
I-
because he was still racing, but
Yeah.
you know, football coming in, like there's some weird times. That's why I think the Bristol night race, I mean, we've seen night racing go away. I mean, we used to have so many night races during the season, it slowly trickled away, and maybe
Yeah,
that could
but,
be because
I mean,
it's just not the time fans tune in to
The
watch racing.
600 is technically quite like a night race, and it was one of the top viewed of the year. So like it's
When was that?
it was in May,
600 was Memorial Day, though.
which is because you have the
and
next
it was
day
on a
off.
Sunday.
Yeah.
It was not a Saturday night.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know. I just feel like you associate NASCAR racing with Sundays, you know?
I agree. I think you know
Was 600 was messed with rain though too, right?
it was.
This year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, because they had to race. When did it finish? Because
Oh, yeah,
Finished
yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
if it,
It finished Monday.
yeah.
Holy cow. That is interesting.
That was
oh,
a holiday.
yeah. The 600 was a Monday race. It says it here.
Because remember, the Xfinity had to get it in because they had to go out to Portland.
Yes. That is right. Good point.
Dalton's
I know
got a good
it's-
idea on when the races should be.
Yeah, I know it's difficult to try, and I know there's a lot of Puritans, and they want the race to start at noon or 1 or whatever, and I get that, but I feel like there's a window in the fall where you could have the race be on when there's no other sport on Sundays.
Well,
And it is, but no, I mean, not the entirety of the race, but the race could end around 8 o'clock. And as long as it's not getting dark too soon, it would work because there's no football on during that time. And sure, the race would start during when football games, being played. But obviously the most important part of the race is the very end, just like with any sport. But you could have a whole pretty much hour of TV where no other sport's on, right? Because we're waiting for the Sunday night game. The 4 o'clock football games have been finished. And all that's on is racing.
so there's a little flaw in this. I just realized it. Sunday Night Football's on NBC.
And that's why they won't do that.
They don't want to cannibalize the pregame show.
That's fair. Well, there you go. Well, that was my idea.
I thought it was good
Yeah.
because your thought process is those 4 o'clock games are going to end at 7, and so from 7 to 8, NASCAR could own that window.
Literally.
Think about though, I'm going to preface this by saying I know nothing about the TV contract and TV deal and all that, but I mean the reason NBC likes NASCAR and likes it on Sundays is because it's their programming that's an alternative to football during football Sundays. So it's like if you have an Amazon Prime that were to come on and broadcast NASCAR racing on Sundays, like that plan could totally work because I mean, maybe you don't want to go head to head with NBC's pregame show, but like,
No, I think that's when you do go.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
not a lot of people
like
watch
for
the pregame.
that could work because they are finding that is an alternative to watching football on Sundays.
It's better to go
And
head
it's a
to
good
head
time slot. They're
against
not
them
competing
versus a
against
pregame
themselves.
show versus
Then
the witching
Sunday night
hour
football, yeah.
or the witching. Like if your race is coming out at 3, that's the best hour of football
Yeah.
Right.
on Sundays. 3 to 4 is the best.
Right.
Man, I don't know. And it's like, if you really think about it, I think we're far, far away from this. But like, and this is my pitch, and I don't know if I'm completely sold on my own thought process here, but it has been kind of cool. I did this thing a few years ago where we took the 38 race schedule and we condensed it down to like an 18 race season, and it ended in August, and you didn't compete with football at all. And you had like a mini playoff. Every race had so much value and importance to it. It's kind of like how football has 17 regular season games. Like, that is not a lot. Every game means something super important.
Right.
So it's like, if you condense the NASCAR schedule down.
That's too condensed for me.
Yeah.
I know it was what we
wouldn't do
did was
18.
aggressive, but it was kind of interesting to look at the races that you keep. And you end in August, and every race is so incredibly valuable. I don't know, something interesting to look at.
I think there's
I
an
just
argument.
I'm trying to think of a way where you just, because competing with football is such a headache, and it's like NASCAR should get the attention it deserves during the playoffs, but you don't want it to compete against football. Sunday's the traditional time to do it. It's like, how do you fix that? Just shorten the season up.
Yeah.
But by that much, that would be
By that much, I
For
think
a
they
lot.
could go from 38 to 30. You
Yeah.
know, like I think they could do that and then have it end in, beginning of October or something. And but because the first couple, like the first week of football, you're not going to get any views, right? And the first couple weeks, you're not. But then, like once about week 4 hits, people start figuring out the other
'cause when
stuff.
does football start? Mid-September?
Well, preseason starts in August.
Second week of September.
I don't really care about preseason though.
Yeah, I know. I'm
No,
just
but once
saying.
football starts, and October, you're also competing against baseball with playoffs.
That's a good point. Yeah. Now, is that at the same time though? Probably not.
Yeah,
It is.
depending on.
Was the World Series going on during NFL Sunday, football Sunday?
It just depends, but you could potentially go against some games. It's there.
Right.
It changes.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting. It's like you try to find, and again, I don't know. You go back and forth. Like NASCAR itself is a powerhouse. Like they can stand on their own 2 feet just fine. But it's like, why try to compete? I mean, that's why when college football ends, the NFL goes to Saturdays because they know they don't want to compete against college football.
No. It's more of a
it's more like-
courtesy.
yeah, and it's also like TV
Yeah.
planning stuff.
But even so, like, there's some smarts behind
Yeah,
that
no, they-
of
well, they-
not wanting to compete
They-
against each other.
It's
So
that they
it's
have the
like-
day open, but like CBS and Fox have to worry about college football. They have already that product, and so they're waiting for it to open up, and then they'll take it.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Some interesting thoughts, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in and saying that my team was the best. I totally agree with you. I can't wait. I hope you guys have a great
Your team is
Black
like
Friday,
I'm trying to think
Cyber
of what awful
Monday.
team there is out there. Like,
I hope you enjoy small
0 and
talk
16
and that
Lions from, like,
Thanksgiving
10 years
turkey
ago.
trot. I'm pumped and looking forward for you to be able to do that.
I'm gonna be waking up hungover and just like not thinking about running.
I'm gonna be. I'll be there with you.
You won't
spirit,
be. I'll be.
spirit.
I was gonna say first of all, I'll be in Ohio, so you won't be there
No,
with
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Second of
I'll
all,
see you in the Midwest.
I don't think we'll be in the same mindset on Thursday morning.
no, you won't.
Really? You don't think I'll go hard to the paint?
Not really.
No.
We're going out.
I do want to say safe travels to everyone if
Yeah.
you're traveling. Throw on some Dirty Mo podcast, and yeah, enjoy the week.
Oh yeah.
I will
Speaking
say.
of pods,
Should
we? Are we allowed to?
What are we allowed to do?
What are we teasing?
I don't know
here?
if we're allowed or not.
What
But
I
like,
don't
earth
know
are we
what you're
teasing?
asking if we're
I
allowed
have
to.
no idea.
I was gonna tease something, but it probably was not the same thing.
we're gonna have
that
some
you were
best
gonna
of
tease.
pods coming out later.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be some
Not
stuff
this
dropping
week,
on the
but,
feeds.
So, yeah, so we'll have some stuff
Next
on
Monday.
each one
Yeah.
of our show feeds, slowly trickling in through the holidays. So, plus we shot a super fun.
Oh yes.
What do you call it?
A promotional video.
Promotional video for our Dirty Mo
infomercial.
Media merchandising. I had a lot of fun shooting that.
I had a lot of fun
And,
watching you shoot that. It was
And,
tons of fun.
and we'll leave it at that because that'll
Yeah.
drop sometime
And,
this week, man.
Next Level with Misha Tate.
That's
Go
right.
listen to that. Those episodes are out now, and she's got a fight next week
Is it next week?
or the week
December
after.
2nd.
Maybe the week
Austin,
after. but
Texas.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
It'll be a good one.
Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Vote for
See
me.
you later.